Today's breakfast is gonna be Yonghe soy milk. This is something I get every single time I'm back in Taiwan. I love coming here. It's so delicious. It's also so much value for the money you're paying. So here, soup dumplings, savory soy milk. I got a youtiao, a shaobing, pancake, all for about $6. You can't beat that. I love the savory soy milk here. They put some fried dough on top, some preserved vegetables in here. It's fluffy, it's soybeany. There's some mini shrimp in here as well. Hot oil. Add that. Take your fried dough, break it in half so it lasts longer. Dunk it in there. And that is a very traditional local Taiwanese breakfast. Fried dough, so perfect for dunking because it's so airy. That's such a delicious combo. Soup dumplings here, beautifully plump. Dunk it in the vinegar. This thing is so juicy. So much filling. The skin is nice and light. Actually, I should have got my pancakes with eggs. Shaobing. Light, fluffy, super flaky pancake. Look how flaky this is. Ah, so many layers. The outer layer is beautifully toasty. Inner layer is soft and chewy. And you dunk it, again, into the soy milk. This is just the most ultimate comfort food breakfast for me. So today I'm trying to eat a light breakfast because tonight I'm going to an all-you-can-eat crab slash Wagyu slash Iberico Pork buffet. And before getting to that, a big thank you and shout out to the sponsor of this video, Surfshark VPN. I've been talking about recommending Surfshark VPN for many years now, and to this day, it's something I always have running on my phone, on my laptop, and if you're not using a VPN service right now, I highly recommend you do. Nowadays, most of our personal information is online, and there's so many people trying to gain access to that information. I mean, you got data aggregators who are trying to get it to sell to marketing firms, or you got people trying to access this to sell to the dark web, or even more sinister purposes. So you never want to leave things like your IP or your personal information exposed. And what a VPN is a virtual private network, and what Surfshark VPN does is that it encrypts and secures your personal information before it goes over the internet. So people who are trying to gain access to your personal information, you're not getting access to it. Surfshark also has something called Surfshark Alerts. So when someone's trying to gain access to something like your email, you will be notified right away. Also on the entertainment side, if you want to gain access to even more Netflix content, you can actually use Surfshark VPN to change your location to a different country so you can gain access to that particular country's Netflix shows and movies. Or if you're traveling abroad like I am right now, trying to gain access to your US streaming services, you can use Surfshark VPN to change your location back to the US so you don't have to miss your favorite TV show. Or if you're just doing something as basic as trying to pay your bills, a lot of major US websites don't even function when you're trying to access it from abroad. So if you want to give this a try, go to my link down below. Use my promo code Mikey. You'll get 83% off your order plus 3 additional months for free, and try it out for 30 days. If you don't like it for any reason, get your money back. So to finish breakfast, grab a bubble tea, hit the gym a little bit, you want to check out that buffet. Tonight, I am dining at the Cafe Far Eastern at the Shangri-La Hotel here in Taipei. This buffet looks amazing. Surf and turf buffet, emphasis on crab, Wagyu, Iberico pork. And first plate, usually I start off with seafood. I'm gonna go for all meat this time. Iberico pork shoulders. Yeah, Iberico pork, the fatty parts. Melts in your mouth like Wagyu. This is lamb kebab. Tender and smoky and glisteningly juicy. Oh, that is so smoky. That tastes like kebab meat that you find at a street vendor. Also, they have a ton of sauces and salts for your meats. This is a cut of roast beef. And I just cover that completely with truffle gravy. The beef is good, very tender. So far still, that lamb kebab is my favorite. This is definitely a close second. Also, I got a cut of leg of lamb. This thing cuts really easily. That's the best piece of meat on that plate. No contest. Wow, wow, wow. I did not expect this piece of meat to be this juicy. There's tons of fat flowing through this. You can see pressing it with my fork. All the juice is just oozing to the surface. This is the juiciest piece of lamb I've had in a long, long time. Dunk that in the horseradish sauce. That's just pure butter. That was very surprising. As soon as my knife stabbed into it, I knew that was gonna be tender. I didn't know it was gonna be this tender. And chase all that with a homemade basil honey lemonade. Round 2. Next place, some shellfish. This is a brown crab. Again, that's the best part of the crab. The top of the crab is delicious. The innards are exquisite. Bottom layer, that's some good eating as well. And all that orange stuff, that's gonna be some of the best parts of the crab. That's so good. Pure umami. I love eating the innards of the crab first. This is all stuff sometimes people throw away. You should never throw this away. I'm gonna set this aside on my plate and I'm gonna eat it with some sweet crab meat. Add the crab meat with the innards. That's better than any melted butter, cocktail sauce, whatever you like to dip your seafood in. Trust me, next time you have crab, dip it in that, you will thank me. The sweetness of the crab mixed in with that creamy, umami-filled innards, that is some life-changing stuff. This is all great eating. That's so good. This is the Japanese pickle crab. It looks like this crab is marinated in something already. Again, get the good parts out of the shell. That's not just creamy, that's sweet as well. Oh, that's amazing. Tastes like sweet crab butter. Those are two incredibly delicious crabs. The Japanese pickle crab, the meat is softer, it's sweeter. Brown crab, the meat is more firm. Both delicious in their own way. Also some abalone. Abalone is deliciously snappy. It's marinated in soy sauce, so that thing's got a sweet umami-filled flavor. And conch. Even snappier. Right, I need more seafood. So Sushi Station, they have Iberico Pork sushi. So this buffet, I came in because I saw a giant poster of lobster, and also this is the best rated all-you-can-eat buffet in all of Taipei. They're definitely focusing a lot on Wagyu and Iberico pork. There is lobster if you want to order an additional one. It's about 600 Taiwanese yuan, so about 20 bucks if you want to order a lobster. And it is live lobster, but that's not included in a buffet, which is a little disappointing. But regardless, they still got a lot of stuff here. Never had an Iberico pork sushi before. Iberico pork, it is so tender and smoky. That mouthfeel is just incredibly special. A gong is going on right now. Oh, something is being cooked. I gotta go get it. Wow, everybody is rushing over here. I don't even know what's happening. I just want it. I think it's Wagyu beef. And they have a gong here that they sound every single time, I guess, is ready. So this is grilled Brazilian barbecue Wagyu beef chuck roll with chimichurri, and they cook it inside that pot. Wow, this slice of beef cut very, very easily. That's delicious. Obviously, it's not A5 Japanese Wagyu. Most of the Wagyu here in Taiwan is Australian Wagyu. Still, that's so tender. And whatever they did in that pot made it really smoky as well. Every piece, you definitely taste the nice marbling on the Wagyu. And you taste that distinct butteriness. Dunk it in their chimichurri sauce. That's a good bite of beef. So they have a sushi nigiri station where you can go up and just request seared sushi, scallops. That's really good buffet sushi. Scallops wonderfully sweet. The rice is delightfully vinegary. There's good sushi rice. This is the seared flatfish. Oh my gosh. Oh, that melted like nobody's business. That tasted like pure butter. I did not expect that piece to dissolve like that. Super fatty and so much umami. And also seared Wagyu. That Wagyu's okay. That first piece of fish though, let's go back and get more of that. I got 2 more pieces of the seared flatfish. That's too good. You know, this thing kind of reminds me of Otoro, super fatty tuna. It definitely reminds me of that. So buttery. So they have a section where they prepare food live for you, and there's a Wagyu burger, Iberico pork bruschetta, and shrimp with truffle sauce. Shrimp is really sweet. Also, truffle sauce, super earthy and creamy. Little Wagyu burger. This is awesome. That Wagyu patty was all sorts of juicy and tender. You definitely taste that delicious marble flavor. Also, I think it's a brioche bun. It's really nice and chewy, fluffy, airy bun. Cheese sauce is good too. That's a delicious burger. So this is Iberico pork sitting on top of, I think it's a grilled pork loin. The thin slice of Iberico pork, that's delicious. I feel like the toast is a little soft and the pork loin is just a tad hard. This is really exciting. This is minced Wagyu meat sauteed together in some sort of sauce and then stuffed into a super flaky sesame pancake. This is really good. It's braised minced Wagyu. Again, you get that really nice buttery flavor of the meat, and all that delicious meat juice is soaked into the flaky sesame pancake. A tad sweet, very savory. This is very, very nice. There's just so much food to try on this buffet. Luckily, no time limit. There's a whole tempura station, perilla leaf. I think that one's been sitting there a little long. Tempura, you gotta get stuff that's fresh out of the fryer. Which this is. Ah, that's a good tempura shrimp. You can pop that whole thing into your mouth. I think this is fried leeks. That's been sitting there a while too. I'm really excited for this. Iberico pork croquette. So inside, mushy potatoes with bits of Iberico pork. That was fresh from the fryer. And this is exquisite. Thin, crispy outer shell, deliciously mushy potatoes, Iberico pork, so savory and delicious. Grab a little cabbage salad. That thing is spicy and refreshing. What a great palate cleanser. Also sparkling water with some passion fruit juice. So they have a whole Indian section as well with freshly made naan. And I asked for it with masala and potatoes on top. This is actually really, really good. And there's curry as well. I don't think I've ever had pork curry before, but wow, they made this so well. This is just delicious. The pork melts in your mouth. The curry is flavorful. It's spicy. Also, the chef working there is so nice. This is just magical. The Indian food station here, one of its highlights. Also, I got some Peking duck. I don't think this is gonna be that good. There's not a lot of skin, a lot of just duck meat. The best thing here is the Peking duck wrap. The meat is way too dry. There should be a lot of skin on here, there wasn't, and the sauce is just way too sweet. Totally forgot they had a fresh noodle making station. So this is dal xiao mian, knife-shaped noodles, one of my favorite cuts of noodles. And they serve this one in a hong shao niu rou mian. So it's braised beef noodle soup. Added some hot oil, added some black vinegar. I'll be honest, the broth is okay, but what I had at 7-Eleven beats this by like 100 times. If you want to check out that video, I'll link it down below. Yeah, one of the best bowls of beef noodle soup, I found it at 7-Eleven here. And because I just ate it recently, I have to compare it to that. It's a good bowl of beef noodle soup. It's not bad. It's got a nice beefy flavor. The noodles are really good. They definitely made this here in-house for sure. The beef they use here is really good though. Half beef, half tendon, the best cuts. Melt in your mouth, tender. This place has a huge dessert selection. These little puffs are awesome. It's like eating a chocolatey cloud. Luckily, I got two. A little raspberry one. And look at this piece of chocolate cake I got. Whoa. Oh, this is some next level dessert. Wow. I thought that puff was airy. Ain't nothing airier than that chocolate cake. This is one of the greatest pieces of chocolate cake in buffet history. Oh, this chocolate cake is what dreams are made of. Chase it with some Haagen-Dazs blueberry and cream ice cream. They also have a Mont Blanc. That Mont Blanc is so good. But all I can think about is that chocolate cake right now. A strawberry Lemington. Mango roll. This mango roll is about as light as that chocolate cake that we all love. You know, mango cream is just delightful. I think this is a cheese pudding. That's okay. Creme brulee. Oh, the creme brulee is great. Oh, this is so amazing. Their dessert chef has got to be an angel. There's a lot of the dessert tastes like it was made in heaven. Using clouds. Last dessert, this is the chef recommendation. Looks like a panna cotta. It's a panna cotta. Good heavens, this is good. It's all so soft and light. And it kind of gives you a false sense of security where you're thinking like the more you eat of these super light desserts, the lighter your body's gonna be. These are some of the best dessert I've had at a buffet in my history of buffet eating. This is a really good buffet. So this whole thing is about $30 US. That's including everything. Tons of amazing seafood, especially that flatfish sushi. Holy cow, that's some mind-blowing stuff. Tons of Wagyu on the buffet. A lot of really interesting dishes I've never had before. Indian section is delicious. Handmade noodles delicious. And the dessert section is just, oh, no wonder this is the highest rated all-you-can-eat buffet here in Taipei. What an experience, especially the ending. That was like a standing ovation, Avengers Endgame, white collar and psych kind of ending. If you don't get my last two references, go watch White Collar and Psych. If you don't drop tears at the finale, I don't think we can be friends. As always, information from all the places I went to listed down below for you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Until we eat again, see you later.